Hello, I'm Graham, or some of you know me as Grammy D. Yes, I'm a legend in my own lunchtime, apparently. Anyway, enough of all that. I'd just like to thank you all that have donated so far for the lovely money. You may have noticed on the antivirus page, it's nearly up to $400 now, and it's growing, so I want you to keep doing that, please, if you don't mind. I've actually promised. If it gets to $5,000, I will dress up in my wife's clothes and post photographs on Facebook. I don't mind. I don't need an excuse to do that, but let's make this one. Anyway, besides all that, I want to talk about guitars because it's been said I have too many guitars. No. If you compare my guitar collection with some of my friends, I don't have enough guitars, and I never will. I only have about 10, and that's not a lot, apparently. In fact, I've got one more, because one arrived today, a new one. Let me explain. A couple of weeks ago, in this darn lockdown situation, people are getting a bit depressed and a bit fed up now. I know there's huge problems in the world, and being a bit depressed doesn't really mean much compared to people catching viruses and people on the front line working very hard and risking themselves, doing all these things. But we are very appreciative of all these people, services, police, hospitals, fire service, people working in stores, skip the dishes. Oh, thank God for skip the dishes. Lots of people out there doing their job, so you and I can sit on our bottoms at home. So please don't complain too much. It'll all be over eventually, I'm darn sure about that. But it doesn't stop you getting a bit glum. And I know there are also separate mental health issues for people. I'm not talking about that. And I do have sympathy for them as well. I'm talking about us guys that don't normally have a problem like that, but we're still naffed off. And there's only so many Hallmark movies you can sit through with the wife. There's only so much you can do in your pyjamas. Get up and get dressed and get out, go for a walk. The highlight of my day has been going down the road to pick up the mail. And it's disappointing when there's no mail, I tell you. But anyway, I digress. Guitars. A couple of weeks ago, I was feeling a bit glum. And the worst thing you can do is when you're feeling a bit glum is go on the internet with a credit card. Because I started looking at my bucket list guitars. And yes, there are other guitars I want to own. I've got a BC Rich Warlock here I've had for 20 years. It's my pride and joy. You can't get them anymore. Well, you can get them, but not this particular brand, model. You can get BC Rich Warlock, but it's a modern one. And we all know what modern guitars are like. Absolutely perfect. I don't know why people say things like that. I've also got Fender Telecaster over there. I've got a Gibson SG. I've got a Jackson 7-string. I still don't know what the 7 string's for. I think it's for hanging my washing on. I've got a Fender jazz bass. I've got a rather nice Washburn acoustic. And I've got an unnameable thing that was customised, and I'm not sure what it is. It could be an Ibanez, I don't know, but it was customised so much. When I bought it, even the guy that sold it me wasn't sure. It's the one that's got skulls all over it. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. There's a few guitars I still want to buy before I leave this planet. And one of them arrived today. And I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do. I'm going to do an unboxing video. Oh yes. I'm going to open it in front of you guys. So it could be perfect. It could be in pieces. I don't know. It arrived by Pure later, so if it's in pieces, I should be writing a very angry letter. So with no further ado, let's go to the next scene, shall we? Okay, here we are. Here's the box. Now, don't worry, we did give us a good wipe over with antiviral ointments and stuff like that on a rag before I even touched it. So we're not going to catch anything off this box. Well, I hope not. I have my X-Acto knife and I'm going to start X-Actoing away. Just excuse me while my head disappears off camera. I'm really excited about this. I'm not telling you what the guitar is yet. We'll wait till we open it. Of course, that statement only applies to pique the curiosity of my musician friends. If you're sat at home doing your knitting, like my wife is over there, that she wouldn't give a monkey's chuff. Oh, there's another box inside here. Oh, and some gigantic bubble wrap, which, oh, I can't pop it. Look, big pieces. I'll send them to Dave Ingram, he can make a Dalek out of them. Oh, here we go. Description. Oh, I can't read it out because I'll be giving the game away. Well, apparently it contains what I asked for. I'll just put that there. Let's put the knife down, it could be dangerous. I need 2 hands for this. Good grief. Will someone come and help me, please? No?
Would you like some help?
Oh, would you help me? The people watching the video are useless. They won't come and help me. I just need you to grab the end and pull it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it. Pull harder. Hey, don't let it drop. Don't let it drop. Oh, went out. Oh, oh. Felt something go. Okay, well, now we're going to see what's in the box. But first of all, I'm going to show you the box. Prepare to weep. Because it says Gretsch. Oh yes, Gretsch. One of my bucket list guitars. Just think back to the 50s and 60s, or even earlier. Such great artists as Dwayne Eddy and what is the other one I can think of? Lots of old dudes that play stuff like country and old rock and roll. Well, this is a modern rendition of that sort of stuff. I've never had a retro-y guitar like this before. Well, I did have a retro guitar because it actually was an old guitar years ago, but we won't go into that. My old Gibson Les Paul Custom that I parted company with. Oh, I think it was made in the 60s, I'm not sure. Anyway, Gretsch. I'm going to open this box and get the guitar out. Where's my knife? Good grief. Certainly made sure it was well packaged. I've no idea what it's going to be like. I hope it's in one piece. Ow! Bastard! Big giant staple in my thumb. Oh, guess what's in here? Another box. No, we don't want that packing. I'll chuck that over there. That's for the recycling bin. I've got another box. Can you help me with this other box, please? I mustn't throw these boxes away until I know the guitar's in one piece. Excuse my bottom.
Got it?
I got it. Thank you. I don't think there'll be any more boxes now. Unless it turns out to be a ukulele. It says Gretsch again. Who knew? What a coincidence. Okay. I'm going to take a risk here and open it while it's stood up. Oh. Oh. Come on, guy. Out of the box, please. It's nicely packaged. It's got silver foil on it. What's it? Is it a baked potato in here? I don't know. Oops. That's the Allen key for adjusting the truss rod. I'm hoping this has already been set up professionally for me. Otherwise, when the lockdown's over, I'll be taking it to the local music store to have it set up. Because I'm not a luthier. I can change strings. I've got a car that I can change the oil on, but that's about as far as it goes. The same thing with the guitar. I can drive it, but I can't fix it. Right, let's get rid of that. Ooh, ouch. I'm really excited. This is oh, it's okay. I thought it was all sealed up, but oh, behold. Oh, come out. Come out with here. You goddamn plastic bag. Boom, 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 boom. Excalibur! With more packing. Ooh. It's got the authentication card and something else. It is a Gretsch Electromatic, and it is a thing of beauty. I'm speechless. Love the colour, which I carefully chose. Now the thing is, I ordered this online without trying it out, but I have tried them out in the past, so I knew I was going to like it. But yeah, it's the first time I've seen it. It's got something I've always wanted. It's got a Bigsby. Holy shit. My other guitar, the Skull one, it's got a Floyd Rose on it. And as you know, they had a pain in the ass if you want to change the strings. But Bigsby, you don't have to cut the little metal knobs off the end and trap them and hope that they're going to stay in. Oh. Well, I think we need to try it out. And because it's a retro style guitar, I think we need a retro type amp. And I've got this thing, my little Vox valve amp. Ooh, yes, it's going to sound awesome. Back in a little while. Okay, we're back. I've given it a bit of a tune. I've not gone through a tuner. I'm too excited. I can't wait to get my tuner out, so I've just done it by ear. And as I'm deaf and wear a hearing aid, it's probably still out of tune. But I plugged it into my little Vox 4 amp thingy, little retro marvel. It doesn't sound like a 4 amp thingy. It sounds, if you crank it up, which I'm not going to, I don't want to scare the neighbours. If you crank it up, it sounds like, well, it's a Vox. So what do you expect it to sound like? It's wonderful. Anyway, here we go. I've just been trying to tune this this piece of wonder. One thing I've decided is I'm going to change the strings, obviously. I always do when I get a new guitar. Because I don't know what these are. Cheap strings, probably. Also, I mentioned before it's got a Bigsby. But it isn't. It's actually a licensed Bigsby. So it's not made by Bigsby. As such, it's made by someone in the name of Bigsby. I suppose it's a bit like, I don't know, a Mexican Fender? I don't know. But this guitar was made in China. Now, before you start saying, oh, no, it'd be rubbish made in China, it's not true nowadays. Lots of great guitars are made in China. They've got really strict codes of quality. Well, that Gretsch do anyway. Quality control. And, well, I've just been messing with it before I turned the camera back on, and it feels lovely. Let's go through it roughly. I don't expect any virtuoso playing, because, you know, I've just got up. It's got lots of different settings. It's got the 2 humbucker type pickups with lots of different switches. It's got 2 volume controls, one for each pickup, and the idea is to get them a match, like a sweet spot between the two pickups, and then you can use this here, which is like a master volume for both of them, so you can turn them both off if you decide to go for a pint in between songs in a pub. Anyway, that's a three-way switch, toggle switch for the pickup, so you can have the neck pickup, or both pickups, or the bridge pickup, which they all sound the same at the moment because I need to mess with the settings, but I'm getting a bit of distortion because, you know, I'm always cranking things up. So let's try and get a nice mellow tone. I'm sure we can get more sounds than that, but I've only just opened the box, so what do you expect? Whoops! That should have been D7. Never mind. Anyway, you get the idea. Sort of a bluesy thing. There's lots of things you can do with this. Well, I'll mess about with it. What have we got on here? Well, it's a bit buzzy because I'm surrounded by fluorescent lights at the moment, so it's bound to happen. Perhaps if I should have gone through my DI box, it might have cut it off a bit, but as I said, I'm too excited to set things up. I've got a pedal board over there I could be trying it with, but that's for another time. How did that happen? I've no idea, but yeah, you get the idea. I'm not doing much justice at the moment. I need to mess about with the settings to find out how nice it can sound. I need to get into this sweet spot idea, and I think my amp's too high, so oh, that's better. As the old Bigsby, licensed Bigsby. I was going to play with that all day. Anyway, I'm thrilled with it. I'll learn to play it now. Anyway, I just want to point out, I did not buy this with the money from the donations for the video. Honestly, I paid for this a few weeks ago before I even knew I was going to do the video. Honestly, Your Honour, actually, the money we've earned so far for the video wouldn't have paid for this. It's a bit more expensive than that. So, yeah, thanks for watching, or thanks for falling asleep, and I think I'm going to make more of these videos. That means I've got to buy more guitars. Oh, I hope the wife didn't hear that. Quick, get me out of here. See ya.